Mabuhay, this is Bob from Love Beyond the Sea. My channel is about marriage to a woman from the Philippines. I think that's the best way to live marriage, whether you choose married, whether you choose a woman from another country or your own country is up to you. I happen to marry a woman from the Philippines, and that's about 10,000 miles in the air from where I'm sitting right now in the United States. So I want to talk about intuition and how important intuition is in choosing a Filipina or avoiding choosing the wrong one. Please leave a comment here on Love Beyond the Sea. I'm sure most people probably have considered their gut feelings before moving forward with buying an expensive plane ticket and getting a lot of time off work to fly to the Philippines. And before you go, you want to make sure that there's nothing nagging at you that makes you think that you could be making a mistake. I would not recommend going to the Philippines with a bad gut feeling. Now, there are things you're not going to know, and that's why you're going to the Philippines, to meet her. But that's just some things that are unknown. You don't have some facts, but that's not a negative gut feeling. And so, because this is something that is important to people, I want to address that. Excuse me for the cough. There's very little I can do about it. But I want to address that intuition. I got married very quickly, so I didn't really go through that, but I understand when people do. And usually it's when they see red flags. If they have in their mind things that they don't want to see, and then they see it, then kind of makes them wonder if they should go see that person. You know, maybe they don't like tattoos, maybe they don't like a woman who drinks or smokes or lives in a huge city, or who knows. But when they see that, then it's like, I'm not sure this is a good idea. Well, I could. They're the only prospect I have. Maybe I should go. Maybe I'm not sure. If you're not sure, then I would suggest you become sure. If you can't become sure, then just why not move on? Make a list of, or check your list, your little black book, so to speak, and look for another Filipina. I had like 4 or 5 right off the bat that I was choosing from, and I chose to start with the woman I married. And so hopefully you've got backup plans, so to speak. And gut feeling, what could lead to that? You tell me. I've got some thoughts. I can see where if somebody is not communicating as much, let's say you decided to talk, I don't know, just on the weekends, or maybe Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And that worked for a while, and for no seeming reason, she's just missing. She misses a day, or she's there, but it's like 15 minutes late. Or maybe everything is on schedule, but she seems distracted now. All of a sudden, kind of shrugs it off, doesn't really want to go into detail with you. Well, that could cause somebody to have a negative gut feeling, like, well, did they just not want to tell me that they're not interested? Should I get on the plane and go there if they're really not interested at my time and expense? Probably you don't want to do that. If you ever feel, you get a gut feeling like she's not being honest with you, well, I would not go and meet a Filipina. You could just be wasting your time, or you could end up marrying someone that is going to continue to not be honest with you. She may be on guard a little bit, of course, talking to some foreigner from thousands of miles away. She has her preconceived ideas of maybe how much information she should reveal right away. And so initially she might not be telling you everything, neither should she right away. But if you feel like you're comfortable enough to go visit her, but there's still some nagging feelings, I wouldn't go. So what I'd like you to do is let me know in this video in the comments section what you consider legitimate intuition that tells you maybe this isn't a good person for me. Now, I'm not talking about somebody that has been caught red-handed in a lie. That's no longer intuition, it's a fact. But things you're just not too sure about. Maybe you're not sure if she's only dating you because she lives so far away. How are you going to check unless you know somebody there? Is she really single? Some people are looking for a young woman who is a virgin. How do you know if she is a virgin? Whatever it is, if you're not sure, ask direct questions. Yes, that could embarrass. I'm not talking about the virginity now, but anything. Ask a direct question. If you feel like, well, they're always sick, could that possibly be? They seem like they should be very healthy. Well, ask. And if the other person doesn't want to tell you, doesn't want to be honest with you, then you have the right to just keep looking for somebody else before you waste your time and money and who knows how many years later on marrying somebody that you thought maybe that wasn't the right person to marry, but I'm going to do it anyway. Hope that things work out. And it's good to have hope that things work out, and it's good to work very hard to try to make things work out. But the time to decide whether that's a person you're going to invest in is before you get married. And I have a lot of guys will message me and they say, well, I see a lot of red flags. Well, probably your gut feeling would tell you, I need to look somewhere else. But if there's lesser, more subtle signs, like their attention span or their availability, maybe they start contradicting earlier statements. Seems like small things, but kind of bothers you. Like, well, I know she said she's from here. Well, now she says she's from somewhere else. I don't think I made a mistake. In fact, I wrote it down. Maybe she misspoke. There's probably many other situations where a woman far, far away in the Philippines could, leave you with a bad feeling. You can't quite put your finger on it. Now, I hope nobody here leaves a comment and says they were burned in marriage by somebody they had a bad feeling about. I'm sorry if that happens. We want people to find these things out before they get married. So I just want you to leave your comments here about the importance of intuition. I know before I close, there are some people that kind of go overboard. It's not that they have any real reason to have a gut feeling. They're just, hypersensitive, or they're too picky and they doubt everyone. There's a gut feeling in a bad way about anyone they're looking to meet. And that's not what I'm trying to talk about here either. Just general, gut feelings that are negative. What did you do? Did you stick around to find out by confronting her, or just at least asking more direct questions? Or did you just cut your losses? But I want to talk about intuition today. Please leave a comment on intuition on Love Beyond the Sea.